Yeah, another review lesson. Let's get it. Lesson 171. God is but love, and therefore so am I. We're going to hear this a lot over the next 10 days. God is but love, and therefore so am I. Today we're reviewing lessons 151 and 152 for lesson 171. Okay, so we are reviewing all things are echoes of the voice for God. And we are also reviewing the power of decision is my own. So I think that we've definitely established that like every day is a choice. The power of decision is my own. It's yours. You get to decide. You get to decide whether you line up with the ego's dark fantasy and conflict and judgment, or would you like to be shown a different way? Or would you like to be willing? Would you like to have a willingness to feel more love in your life, to actually be more love in your life? So all things are echoes of the voice of God. God is all that is. So God is but love, and therefore so am I. It's going to be really easy today. We're just going to infuse ourselves with that, or however else you enjoy studying. Lesson 171. For this review lesson, Tina Jesus asked, how do you feel? How you feel is the best way to review these lessons. At this point, you're going to take responsibility for how you are spending time with God, how you are ruminating on the lessons and affirmations. When we allow ourselves to ruminate in fantasies of the future, we are wasting our time. We are wasting our minds thinking about things that are not real. So do not react to your future fantasies. Take responsibility for where your mind goes and keep your mind in the present moment. Stay present. Direct your mind to peace. You are free beings and you do get to choose. So choose to stay in the best frequency for you. Choose to stay in the energy of love. When you fall into judgment, judgment is keeping you from your knowledge of God. Your manufactured fantasies are a waste of your time. They are not real. So stay present. And so, yeah, obviously your present moment is where all your power is. It's better to make a decision or be anything in the present moment. I am really actually impressed how when you have these future fantasies or daydreams of potential things that could happen, you can get swept away in them. Have you ever had a daydream that like you literally, your eyes are watering, you're so sad, like especially if it's not happy? Like, oh my God, weirdo, you just freaking did that to yourself. That wasn't even real. So we worry ourselves literally sick about things that are not real, things that are not happening. So stay in the present moment. That's the only place where God is, that's truly real, that you can be in the frequency of love, that you can be in a happiness that isn't tied to anything. You're not caught in the past, and you're not freaking out about the future, and you're not creating dark fantasies for yourself or sad fantasies or what if fantasies. Like you can just really go all over the place. So try to do your best to stay in the present moment, because that is truly where God is. Pathwaysoflight.org. Welcome to the reading, A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 171 Insights Review. God is but love, and therefore so am I. All things are echoes of the voice for God. The power of decision is my own. An echo is a reflection of sound. Thus, all things are a reflection of God's voice. All things seen truly are messages from God, reflected through what I am seeing. If I don't see those messages, then I have used my power of decision to deny them. When I deny his messages, I deny God, and therefore I deny myself. When I deny God, I deny love. This world seems to show me everything but love, which is sharing oneself. But love is there to be seen. It is not the body's eyes that will show me this. It is through Christ's vision that I see the love that is everywhere. In every moment, I make the decision. Will I accept Christ's vision, or will I believe literally that what the body's eyes show me? If I want to know myself as God, as created by God, I must accept Christ's vision. To do this, I must let go of believing that I am a body and that it is my identity. Being an illusion, the body cannot offer me anything I really want. It cannot offer me happiness. It cannot offer me peace. It cannot offer me love. If I use the body to seek the attention of other bodies, I have forgotten who I am. I am not a body. I am love and nothing else. Love is complete in itself, and therefore so am I. I lack nothing because I am love. I am alone in nothing because I am love. My joy is shared with all that is because I am love. I am free and unlimited because I am love. I am whole and perfectly safe because I am love. I am holiness itself because I am love and nothing else. I recognize that all this is mine when I choose to accept the awareness of myself. I have the power to claim it in every instant. Today, I will practice listening to his voice in all things, so I may remember that God is but love, and therefore so am I. In this world, we have tried to change the meaning of love. We have tried to change God. We have tried to change what we think we are. If we see a world of separate images which are unique and alone, we have joined with the false mind, which makes up millions of separate images that are not true. God is one and will forever remain so. God is all-inclusive. In lesson 169, it says, we say God is, and then we cease to speak, for in that knowledge, words are meaningless. God is all. There is nothing outside of God. God is synonymous with the mind of love. What we all truly are is synonymous with the mind of love. When we are in our right mind, we remember we are love. We remember our true identity. Today, I use the power of decision to return to my right mind. I return to my true identity as love. I remember I cannot change myself or my identity. My identity is love. It could never really be anything else. Everyone's true identity is safe. Everyone's true identity is love and nothing else. Today, I practice remembering this truth again and again until love is the only thing I see, because I remember love is the only thing that is real. All day, I have been very aware of every time I have had an unloving thought. Each time it has happened, I have stopped myself and thought about it. I have seen these thoughts as weapons of destruction that, when wielded, harm the intended victim and then come back like a boomerang and harm me. I have stopped kidding myself about my intention when I defend myself. All attack is meant to hurt, and it is myself I hurt the most by teaching myself that I am vulnerable. Each time I have articulated the unloving thoughts as clearly as I can, and then laid them at the feet of Holy Spirit. In my mind, I now have an empty place that Holy Spirit can fill with a new perception, one that is closer to the truth. pathwaysoflight.org. So, yes, it is quite alarming and will keep you very busy to gather and lay at the feet of Holy Spirit all your unloving thoughts. You know, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing how many times a day I mentally punch people in the face, you know, people that aren't even in my reality. I just make them up. Right? Like, sometimes if you let your mind wander, it will show you all the unloving thoughts that jump into it. And that, to me, shows you how much more discipline you're going to need to acquire, how much more practice you need. But you can definitely hasten like the length of time that it takes to become disciplined by doing, as ridiculous as it seems, perhaps, but giving them to Holy Spirit, laying them out, being like, okay, so I just had this unloving thought, this dark fantasy, and, you know, be very aware of it, and then get it out of your mind by giving it to the Holy Spirit. Understand that the worst thing that you did right there, the biggest mistake you made for yourself right there, is fantasizing that you were vulnerable and that you could be hurt. So you really are safe. It really is nothing serious going on here. All the many ways that the ego mind can fantasize that you could be hurt, none of them are real. Practice telling yourself that none of them are real. None of this is real. The past isn't real. And stay in the present moment and just be a little bliss bunny of love the best you can. And when your mind begins to wander, as it will, be very aware of it. Be very aware of it as quick as you can to tell yourself that you're wasting your time fantasizing about things that are not real, that you are making up, that could possibly or possibly not happen in the future, and is taking you out of the present moment and is taking you away from your knowledge of God. And your knowledge of God is where you want to be, and you are a powerful being, and you have free will, and you can choose, and you are choosing now to stay in the present moment. And that's that. God is, and you just stay in the present moment. Yes, you'll probably freaking wander off again. Bring yourself back to the present moment again and again until you train your mind that this is what's happening now. We are not wasting our time anymore with things that are not real. We're going to stay right here, right now, where nothing bad is happening. And we are going to attune ourselves to the frequency of love. And we are going to get used to that. And that's going to be our new normal set point. So catch yourself when you're going to the past or the future and bring yourself back to now. Wow. So anyways, on that note, good review today. Lesson 171, God is but love, and therefore so am I. All things are echoes of the voice for God. God is but love, and therefore so am I. The power of decision is my own. God is but love, and therefore so am I. You got this.